So we'll have a pinch hitter coming up here with a runner at first and nobody out.
Now batting, center fielder, King Fisher.
Cut fastball taken for strike one. That batting average up in the stratosphere here to begin play. 35 homers and 74 RBIs. The 0-1 on its way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. So a two-run shot to left center. Number 36 on the year for him, as we are all tied at 5. That's dinger number 6 on the day between these two lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely knocking the cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this.
Now pitching for the Cubs, number 15, Lee Walton.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
An 11-7 final in this one. Chicago sent 5 balls over the wall to come out on top in this one. Lee Moulton gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa. We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. We've got baseball on the 4th of July between the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. 2 great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Philip Park, a Taiwan native, gets the starting nod. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way, and it's fouled away. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly.
Up next from Miami, Bryce Pena. He drew a walk his first time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will. Just to the right of the chalk. A fair ball. And he is into second base with a leadoff double. So a good job there as he opens up the 3rd inning with a 2-base hit. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently tops on the ball club in that. Digging in for his second at-bat, King Bishop. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
One ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
Now the 1-0 is taken, strike one.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Russell gets his lead at first, nobody out. No offer on that one, 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Runners off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
A lot of times, if a guy is going, it's going to be on the first couple of pitches, but he waited it out that time. Didn't matter, though. A good catch and throw, and they nabbed him at second.
Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And that's off the scoreboard. What a blast. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 37 on the year, and they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in Chris Perez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. Into the bleachers and gone. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. Number 13 for him on the year, and they double him up. It's 8-4.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Now batting.
Ready now for the Marlins, Eddie Aparicio. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left, number 11 for him on the season, as this is now a 5-run cushion. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. Now at the plate, Jurickson Profar. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Jurickson Profar.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Looking up is Contreras. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here off the bat of Jurickson Profar. Home run number 5 on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Into the box now, Alexi Rivera, a hit in 2 tries so far.
Alexi Rivera.
Into the windup, here's the 2-1 pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
Cut hold, cut hold.
So it's a ground ball single to left for him here, his 2nd hit tonight. And as we show you the Marlins leaders in that category, you can see his total is good for 3rd best on the ball club. Now the 3-2 pitch on the ground to the left side. Scooped up to second for one. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play. At the plate, King. Bishop. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. 4 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game, and boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Michael Hu.
Left fielder, Michael Hu.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Bishop is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Stepping up to the plate, King Bishop. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
King Bishop.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
2-0 pitch on the way.
Come on,
come on. Towards short. Oh, what a stop on the slide. How about that? This one pretty well in the bag. 8th inning coming up. It's the Marlins 10. Stepping into the box, Alexi Rivera. He singled his last time up.
Alexi Rivera.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Russell into shallow left. 1 away. We take a look at our line score here in the 8th. A lot of offense. Already 6 home runs between these 2 teams.
Now batting, the center fielder, Anthony Alford.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bishop moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors. And
well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
11-4 at the end of this affair. The Miami Marlins jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Mario, and we'll welcome you into our ball game as we find ourselves with the bases empty and nobody out in the inning. Ready now, King Bishop. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. He's set, and the pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. Magnifico has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
It's great to be able to face a pitcher to lead off the inning and get yourself a quick out. But now you find yourself down 2-0, and he's licking his chops for a fastball.
Now the 2-0. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Your attention, please. Now pitching from the...
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
8-2 is how this one ends today. So it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter coming on now with a runner at first and one gone.
Now batting, center fielder, King Fisher.
And they start him out away with a cold strike.
0-1.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
1-1.
And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. Rickard going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cubs.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
Now baseball under the lights of Wrigley Field in Chicago. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. We've got an excellent matchup on our hands in this one. Blake Snell is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
Nunez is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Steven Reyna. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Steven Reyna.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Hey, no runner, eat it, eat it.
That's got to be frustrating for the pitcher right there. He's well aware of who's having great seasons and who's having the tough seasons at the plate for the opposition. This guy put him in the tough season bucket, and he just gave up a knock to him.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Jorge Alfaro. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
He's been cold. Batting average fell below 230, but that...
So striding forward now, Ron Winkler. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Winkler.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Bishop on the move. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They lead it 1-0. Into the box now, King. Bishop. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation, and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
The 1-0 delivery. This is pulled into right. Rickard is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Cubs wind up leaving them loaded. They trail this one 1-0. So stepping in, King. Bishop. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
King Bishop.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Well, partway through this one, and it's safe to say that both of these starters have brought their best stuff, and each lineup looks a bit helpless out there.
Well, this one's kind of gone as we thought, D-World. Both of these command pitchers down in the strike zone, moving the ball up, down, in and out, making it very difficult for these hitters to put anything together.
Yeah, a lot of soft contact, a lot of indecision on the part of both offenses. Nobody seems to want to pot commit to any pitch because these guys are really mixing and matching.
Settling under it is Marisnik for out number 2. Coming to the plate now, King Bishop, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. Shoots this one to first. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Leadoff base hit to start the bottom of the 9th inning right here. Everybody in the dugout on their feet, top stepping it. We're going to see if he works a bunt, hit and run. I don't know. Maybe he's swinging for the gap and he gets to be the hero himself.
Here's the first pitch. Pitch outside. The throw. In time as he just gets the tag down. Austin Hayes the next to bat. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Fly ball into straightaway left. Bishop sprinting after it. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Willie.
Line drive to left. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but
digging in and looking for more, King Bishop. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. No balls and 1 strike.
Come on,
hard hit ball to second. Pins from the outfield grass. And there's 1 away.
good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys...
Striding in once again, King Bishop. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the belt, the pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. The 0-1 delivery. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Rosado at second, Gallo at first, 2 out in the inning. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1 and 2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
No doubt. Some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them. And that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on.
Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over. Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. Brent Daniel earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Nick Witt. Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series. Ken Charles, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
First offering on its way. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they come in winners of 2 straight, and they've been playing some good baseball as well.
Hey, not an easy thing to do, Dero, to get a sweep, a 3-game sweep on the road. They've won the first 2, looking to put a bow on this one here.
Yeah, to win 3 on the road, Dan, significantly difficult in today's game. You try and take care of business at home. This would be huge for this team.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Pins is there, and there's out number 2. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He's got over 1,000 RBIs. He's already proved he's a clutch hitter.
At the plate, Steven Reyna, first shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Lifted in the air out to right. Moving under it, Bishop. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, King Bishop. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be
a swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
2-2 count. Here it comes. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Center fielder, Art Sagunes.
And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Cubs strand a couple through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Ready for another shot now. King Bishop. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First offering on its way. Back up the middle. Hins scoops it up, and a good throw gets him one gone.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all.
Ready once again, King Bishop. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation, and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Evans on third, Rosado on second, Russell at first, one gone. And a sinker dips too low there, into the dirt in fact.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Into center field, line drive base hit.
On the bag, on the bag, on the bag.
And the run is in to score from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Ready for another chance? Wilson Contreras. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning, Matt.
Run it out.
Really fire up that dugout.
He'll go to the bag for one, but one's all they get as the run scores. So in now for Chicago, Anthony Rizzo, runner in scoring position with Sukan. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. He pulls this one into right. That's in there. Base hit. Bishop rounds third and is digging for the plate. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
Hey, sometimes you need a little bit of luck, too, as a pitcher. This ball absolutely scorched. Actually hit so hard that it wasn't able to drive a run in.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I know that ball was hit on the line. Surprised the third base coach held him with 2 outs.
Runner goes for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. Short hop, but he's out. Great play to pick the throw and slap the tag on him to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. More matinee. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Colt Franco. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. Bishop going back. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. And he's in safely at third, as a run will score on the play as well.
All I know is a lot of comebacks were started with less. He ropes a triple, driving in a run and cutting the deficit to 4. A base hit here, and it'll be down to 3.
Digging in once again, Mike Buckner. He singled his last time up.
Mike Buckner.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And it's a foul.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
5-1 the final total in today's game. Chicago wrote an
Top players become great players by continuing to think of themselves as developing players.
Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. These two will have a likely impact in this series. Game 1 is next. Philip Park is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Missed with a slider. And, fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
The 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
I'm looking to see if Anthony Rizzo can turn it around. He's really struggled in the power category the last 10 games. How about 0 home runs? You wouldn't expect that.
Digging in the switch hitter, King Bishop. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. First and second now, 1 man out. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
Barger over at second. Russell is over at first with 1 away.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
The next 3-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Another full count pitch on its way. A shot down the first baseline. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Up next will be Nick Williams. Given the situation, he's got an opportunity to break this game wide open. The 1-1 is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one, giving him an even 150. And the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
Yeah, you've got to feel really sorry for the pitcher. He was up against the ropes, bases loaded, with a power hitter at the plate. The best thing he could do in that situation is to try.
Digging in to try it again, Charlie Ortiz. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey.
1-1-1.
Into the bleachers and gone.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way. And there are some pitchers that pitchers think are pitchers' pitches, and you don't get that, and it puts you in a bad spot. And you could tell that it affected him. He was fuming, and he really wanted that last pitch. And the result, he lost focus and made another bad pitch.
The 1-2. Drilled right back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
No runner, no runner.
Dan, I'm blown away he even swung at that pitch, let alone got a knock in it. Well-executed changeup down the zone.
The next Cub-up, King Bishop. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Shot on the ground is short, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
What a way to square up on that ball. Great job.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Nick Williams. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. 7 runs, an equal number of hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. He's running. Pitch outside, the throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
Now the 2-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Ortiz giving chase. And that's the first down of the inning.
Get out.
The relay. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone. Now at the plate, Caden Rosado. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Caden Rosado.
Hard hit ball to second. Hines over to his left. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted it.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Charlie Tilson comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And he will make it there as the Cardinals get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double. Ready to take his hacks again, Thomas Ono, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, Matt, that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch, a fastball.
Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on the dead run. And that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Into the box now, King Bishop. He singled his last time up.
King Bishop.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Well, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. 3-0 pitch on its way. Here's the two-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Now a move over to first. Runner back safely. The 1-2.
Move it, move it, move it, move it.
Reined in. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. Stepping into the box, Pat Valaika. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. The 2-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. To make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. The next to bat for St. Louis, Thomas Ono. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Gallo has got it, and the side is retired. Buster Voorhees enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Buster Voorhees.
Striding in, King. Bishop 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Nick Williams, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now a pickoff play at second, and a dive, but he's back in. The 0-2 pitch.
Come on, get there,
the
get
ground
there.
toward short. Valaika fields it cleanly, and there's one down now. So stepping in, Caden Rosado. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Rosado.
From the stretch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away. Standing in, Anthony Rizzo. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one.
Anthony Rizzo.
A bullet to first base. And he'll take it to the bag for the out. And there's your unassisted double play. 1 hit, 1 left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 11 and the Cardinals 2. Here's Mookie Betts starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional. Well, the die was cast in the 3rd inning when they posted a bunch of runs. After that, They did everything they had to just to wrap up this victory.
11-2 is the way this ball game ends. The Cubbies posted 11 runs on the scoreboard when it was all said and done. Philip Hart earned his 9th win of the year. Ken Ragsdale allowed. We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Tonight, the second of 4 between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Chris Gill is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
And, fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and, in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
Set and the 2-1 pitch, and that slider's almost in the dirt.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first, but not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Wilson Contreras. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. The 1-1. Grounded back up the middle.
Find the ball,
He's got
find the
it.
ball.
Flips it underhand. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley with no score. Digging in, Mookie Betts.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
The 1-1 home. This is line to left. Bishop is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready now, King Bishop. He drew a walk his first time up.
King Bishop.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Popped him up. Ono has a play. 1 down. So in now is the Cardinals pitcher. Gabriel Ynoa comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fly ball to straightaway left. Moving under it, Bishop, and that retires the side. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. Stepping in, King Bishop. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, this ball is hammered out to deep center field. Into the bleachers and gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. 38th home run of the season for him. And the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math.
Ready to take his hacks again, King Bishop, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Boy, this guy right here, that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
1-0 pitch on the way. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. The 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. The 3-1. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. High pop-up. Oh no, in foul ground. And he brings it in on the warning track. Into the box now, Tyler Naquin. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Cardinals down to their final strike here. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. And he'll put this one away without much trouble. And the Cubs have taken games 1 and 2 here at home, as this one is over.
Well, they've taken care of business so far in the first half of this 4-game set, winning both and making it look easy too. We'll see if they can continue this home dominance in the next 2.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Cubs used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. And as we join our ball game here, our situation finds the bases empty with 1 gone in the inning. At the plate, King Bishop. First at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
Hines shading to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Lee Moulton gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here.
Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. We've got an excellent matchup on our hands in this one. 2 of the league's craftiest starters go head-to-head next. Blake Snell, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
Drilled to the right side. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly.
That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika, and he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a dive in recent action. Liner in there for a base hit. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, after scoring a boatload yesterday, D-Row, they're off to a fast start again, striking here in the first inning.
Yeah, this offense.
Now at the plate, King Bishop, a real threat with the bat, currently the National League home run leader. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Hey, Matty V, you know, if there's such a good thing as splitting a series, D-Row, this is the one. They lose the first 2 games of this series, win game 3. They'd like nothing more than to split this series and win game 4.
Yeah, Bobby Cox always used to say, you got it.
Oh, and now meanwhile, this ball is cranked out to straightaway center field, and this one is going to leave the yard. It's a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 39 on the season for him. And with it, the Cubs have battled back to tie things at 2.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Charlie Ortiz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the run will score from third to make this a 4-2 game.
Hey, he did an amazing job just to be able to get wood on this baseball and drive it through the infield. I mean, that pitch was executed perfectly. Breaking ball down below the zone. Nice job right there.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. King Bishop. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a real treat today. Guys, what can we expect from the matchup?
Well, Matty, these are 2 guys that aren't hard throwers. They're more touchy-feely guys. Hard, soft, up, down, in and out, D-Row. And these are the kind of guys that can really frustrate you when you're in that batter's box.
100%, Dan. When you got a flamethrower on the mound, he's going to live and die with his good stuff. But when you got a finesse guy out there, you step out of the box and a lot of different thoughts start entering your mind. What should I sit on? This is going to be an interesting matchup. Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
First baseman number 44.
So striding forward now, Anthony Rizzo. He flew out in his last at-bat. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back. Oh, and they've got him picked off. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. He's running again. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Back goes Betts at the track. That's in the basket. A home run. A 2-run shot off the bat of Anthony Rizzo. 6th home run on the season for him. And this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad call in the rearview mirror. I think he was still fuming and didn't get the...
Coming to the plate now, Demetrius McNeil.
Catcher, Demetrius McNeil.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Bishop is there, and that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're up comfortably, however. It's 10-4. Stepping in and ready for another shot, King Bishop. He singled his last time up.
Bishop.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2. Well, we promised a pitcher's duel at the top of the broadcast, but clearly that hasn't come to pass here today.
Yeah, Dan, here's what you fall into, though. If you're going to be a finesse pitcher, you can't leave balls over the heart of the plate or they do not come back. A lot of guys stepping in the batter's box right now with a ton of confidence.
No doubt about it, Debo. We've seen one pitcher on point, one guy not on point, and the guy that's not been, he's having a rough go of it this afternoon.
Might have swung at ball 4 there. It's 3-1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. Barger leads off second with 1 gone in the inning.
Beat it out, beat it out, beat it out.
Hines is right there, and that's the second out. Digging in to try it again, Kevin Thatcher. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Kevin Thatcher.
Here's the 0-2. Skied into straightaway right. Bishop waits on it. Come on! He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he is in there.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't.
Ready once again, King Bishop, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Now the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2. As we play out the last few innings, I guess it's safe to say this one hasn't gone the way we thought it was going to go. Despite featuring 2 of the most deceptive pitchers in the game, neither of these guys were fooling any hitters in this one.
Yeah, Dero, this is one of those where it was almost over before it started. You know, this is what happens when you're a controlled type pitcher. If you're not around the corners and around the knees, you start getting balls up in the strike zone, and he paid the price today.
Yeah, huge confidence boost for this offense, though. To face this guy, they knew they had to stay back. They couldn't be over-aggressive against him. He likes to move the ball in and out and do different things. Tip of the cap to this offense.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Fouled off. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Bishop aboard here at first with nobody out. There goes the runner. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And this one is gone. A home run. A A two-run blast to straightaway right field, his second of the game, but they still face a 7-run deficit. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching? Digging in once again, King Bishop. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. He's set. Here it comes. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. First and second now, 1 man out.
Dig.
Short. Scooped up. And now from the air, a jump throw. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, the die was cast in the 3rd inning when they posted a bunch of runs. After that, they did everything they had to just to wrap up this victory.
13-6, the final score in this ball game. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the National League All-Stars and the American League All-Stars. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, the American League All-Stars.
Jamison Taillon, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Matt, this guy is a big power arm. Former first-round draft pick by the Pittsburgh Pirates. And listen, he's what they look like. Big, strong guy. 3-pitch mix, 95 to 97 miles an hour with good life on his fastball. Overhand curveball and a straight changeup. The key to him, throwing strikes. If he's throwing strikes early, expect him to go deep into the game, and he could rack up a pile of strikeouts.
King Bishop.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
The 1-0. is laid off for ball 2.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one, and the NL opens up a 5-0 lead.
Well, it seems like only a couple of minutes ago that we were ready for a hard-fought game, but things have taken a dramatic turn here early. They jumped all over this guy, including that grand slam.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. King Bishop, he's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
First pitch of the at-bat. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that misses. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
2-1. Here it is. A fastball right over the outside corner.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
The 2-2. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the National League 7th. Ready for another chance? King Bishop. He's already got 4 RBIs in this one. From the stretch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Nieve has made a name for himself as a very effective reliever in his career, but he really doesn't fit the bill as a prototypical bullpen arm. So many guys bringing huge strikeout numbers these days. He isn't one of them.
No, he's not, Matty V, but what he does do, he does a great job of missing barrels of the bats. He changes speeds, moves the ball in, out, up, and down. Not overpowering, but he knows how to pitch.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count. It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
The 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Headed after it is Mazzara. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away. So striding in, Dave Hardy. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. The 2-0 on the way. Runners on the move for second. Strike taken to throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
I think that steal attempt was all about trying to stay out of the inning-ending double play. But now there are 2 outs, so that makes getting that run home from third a lot more difficult.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit.
Go home. Go home.
And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jeff Beebe. He reached on a single in his first try. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Now a long throw home. And not in time as the run scores. Striding in once again, Albert Almora. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Bishop over to his left. And that's the 3rd out. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. 5 innings complete. The NL's on top. Digging in and looking for more, Kyle Schwarber. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Bishop is there.
Relay, here
One
we go,
away.
man. Relay. No runner, no runner. Got it.
Ready for another shot now. King Bishop. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
King Bishop.
He's set and the pitch. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0. A little bouncer that rolls foul for strike 1. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And another foul ball. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well.
The batter, the shortstop, Corey Seager.
Back up the middle. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Into the box, King Bishop. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
King Bishop.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. The 1-0.
Come on, you can beat it. You
Back
can beat
up
it.
the middle. Bare-handed for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll head now to the bottom of the 9th. National Leaguers out in front, 9-3. Striding in to start the 9th, Vaughn Chappelle. And they'll need him to get something going here. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. But that'll be off the wall in right center.
He's coming. Relay.
And the AL gets a man in scoring position. It's a leadoff double.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in a game, he wants to get that first strike so back. Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
9-3 the final tally here in this one. The National League All-Stars came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Jose De Leon takes home the win. Jamison Taillon was unable to work out of the second inning as he settled with the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac.